Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy your stay. So, this is gonna be a little bit of a short stream. It's, just gonna go through a couple of things for February. So, first and foremost, after this coming week, I'm going to have a temporary break in order to sort of be able to focus a little bit more on the move. So starting next week, like not this coming week, the week after this week, there we go, I'm going to be starting my move good and proper to my mother's place. I don't know how long it's going to take, but basically what's going to be happening is that we're going to have to be installing new internet, and we're going to have to figure out we're gonna have to figure out a couple of things with the internet, because where we have it right now at my mother's place, it's kind of a little bit... There's dead spots around the house, basically, and I have to figure out how the heck to, remove those dead spots. And we're thinking maybe it's just because the Wi-Fi is kind of weak because of the router, so we're gonna have to test it out with my current router, and it's gonna have to be a couple of days of testing and whatnot. So I'm going to be taking a break after this week, like after this coming week. So not this coming week. Let's see, schedule. 11th. Okay, after Sunday the 11th. I will not be streaming for a while. I might do something on February, depending on if I think of something to do, on the 14th. For Valentine's Day. Maybe I'll do a skit where I just, get everybody ready to be rejected. That'd be pretty funny. But, well, anyways, that's that. As for what I will be doing this coming week, I am going to be hosting a donathon next, let's go with Friday. So next Friday, I'm gonna be doing a donathon at night. And what this donathon is going to be is that I am going to do something that I am going to regret massively, but you guys seemed to enjoy last time. I am going to be eating under the request of one of my newer VTuber friends, Samyang. Again, I don't know how many of you were there for the first time I tried spicy food in stream, but, well, I did not handle it well, at all, in the slightest. It was not good. I cried. Not gonna lie, I was tearing up the entire time. Hello, Rappy. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy your stay. Hello, Pineapple. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy your stay. How is everybody? But yeah, so just to catch you up, I'm going to be on a temporary break after Sunday the 11th this month. That's just to help me out with just to help me out with the move, since I'll be moving back in with my mother. Just so I can focus on it a little bit and all that. And to help with the move, on Friday, is it the 9th? Let me check. That's 9th, right? Yeah, 9th. Yes, 9th. Okay, Friday the 9th of February, I'm going to be hosting a donathon in which one of the events I'll be doing for the donathon is actually gonna be eating the spicy noodles, Samyang. And as many of you may know, I don't do well with spicy food. If you look through my channel, there will be a thing where I ate with Akamelo, Samyang, spicy ×2, and I ended up meeting God. I saw the face of God. I died so much. Somebody actually made fan art of us where it was just like Akari was just eating there happily, Megami was crying, and I was literally breathing fire. It was not a fun time, but it was, but it also wasn't. But that'll be one of the things I'll be doing for the Donathon. I'll have a few other things to do first. So I'm thinking I do a karaoke stream first for like an hour, and then I do maybe a horror game or something. And then, to end the day off, I eat spicy noodles for dinner. You're the brother of Pira. Nice, nice. Hello, hello. It's good to see ya. Okay, but yes, so that'll be that. As well, for the schedule this week, tomorrow I'm going to be playing a little bit more Pal World. On Tuesday, I might do a bit of Valorant since I haven't touched it in a long time. Who knows? Depending on my mood, I'll either be playing Valorant or Metro. On Wednesday, I will maybe... I might try something else on Wednesday. I'm not sure yet, but we'll get to it when we get to it. Let's see. What else? I am also going to be, I'm also going to be helping out a couple of friends with some moving stuff as well. Holy crap. I'm not the only one who's going to be moving. Like, you know. Are you a boy or a girl?
I can be whatever you want me to be. As long as you help me take back the Netherworld first.
Yes, I can be a boy or a girl. I'm not the only one moving, apparently. A couple of my friends are actually also moving, and it's like... Man, the economy's going downhill as all hell. Like, holy crap. Anyways, I'll be helping my friend out on Thursday, so I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be streaming on Thursday. Maybe, maybe not. In fact, on February 26th, I want to marry a man. Oh, nice. Good for you, good for you. Pira? Eh? Anyways, getting back to the topic at hand. Yes, so that's something I found out. And also right now, my entire body hurts because yesterday, me and my friends tried this, American Ninja Warrior themed parkour course. Bouldering did not prepare me for the amount of endurance I would need to complete an entire course in one go. I mean, I did it. I skipped like one or two because the edges were too sharp and it was actually hurting our hands. But I did it! And my body hurts so much! But yes, so that's been what's happening recently. I haven't been doing too much. I've just kind of been hanging out with some friends, trying to be a little bit more social than I have been, because I just realized I haven't met with many friends in a very long time. Yeah, you know, touching grass, this and that. Yeah, hopefully, I am planning on focusing back on doing more content creation once I've fully moved in with my mother. I'm not sure if it's, I'm not sure if I'll be taking 1 week break or 2 week break, because it really depends on how fast the internet can be installed in, at my mother's place, because right now, we recently received a notification from our provider, actually, that the faster internet is now available in our area, and we can get it installed. So instead of fiber to the curb, we can get fiber to the premise itself. So hopefully we'll be able to get that done. And yeah, when that happens, I'll be streaming a few more. I'll probably try streaming a few more competitive games. Maybe try to get into it. And also, I'll probably start. Okay, here's the thing. I'm probably gonna be starting on this whole thing where I edit some of my streams, similar to how YouTubers like AlphaRad and Doug do their videos. You know, where they kind of stream stuff and then they just kind of show parts of the stream and narrate over it and make a story out of it. You know? Yeah, I might start doing that. And to follow along with that, yeah, in terms of actual changes to the channel itself, we now have a new emote for use for members, which is the smug emote. It's a little too small to see, but let's see if I can quickly figure out where I put that smug. Where'd it go? There we go. New emote for the members. Yeah. Ah, the Anya smug face. I love it. So this one was made by Fiverr.com. Let's double check real quick. Emmy New over on Fiverr. So they have it listed in Fiverr. It's really good. I like it. Ah, look at that. Look at the smug aura. So, what do you think? You think you can beat my smugness? Anyways, enough of that. Oh, crap. Removed the wrong one. Hold up. This is the one I need to remove. No. Okay, so. Apparently my smug emote is so powerful, it can get me to delete me instead of it. Wow, okay. We're gonna pretend that never happened. Anyways. As for another thing, one last mention. This is something I've kind of been contending with for a while now. You all know me as... Laura's becoming a new supervillain. Look okay. Sometimes, it's just fun to be a little bit, you know, not quite all good. Yeah, I don't get a lot of opportunities to use this face. You know what? I love being able to use it. But anyways, getting back to the topic at hand. You all know me as the tyrant overlord of a small netherworld known as Yanep, who was betrayed a while back by their subjects. And my main goal has been to, my main goal has been to raise a netherworld reclamation army, which is you guys, using the, and part of my lore was that I would use the Tyrant Overlord title, quote-unquote, to give you guys a small amount of my stats if you follow me. Hello, little droplet. Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy. But yeah, that has been my shtick the entire time. And to go with the Tyrant Overlord part of it, I've sort of been trying to get myself to act a certain way a little more, to be in character a little more. And, it's not too far off from how I want to act. But sometimes I just feel like because I'm trying to play that character, to fit into that character, sometimes I kind of struggle to make certain jokes or make certain references or say certain things because that's not something a tyrant would do or say. Or that's something that a tyrant would definitely do or say, so I should say that. And, well, to be completely honest, sometimes I feel like I feel a bit of pressure from my own backstory. And this is not on any of you guys, this is mainly on me. But I feel like I pressure myself into trying a little bit too hard sometimes to be a tyrant as opposed to, you know, just being a normal, you know, a normal overlord, I guess. I mean, overlords are inherently evil, but not with anime. So, with that said, I think I'm going to remove the tyrant moniker. I'm getting rid of the tyrant moniker. And honestly, I originally chose the tyrant moniker because I originally chose the former tyrant moniker because I wanted a reminder for myself of how I used to be. And to be quite frank, a long time ago, I wasn't always the best person because of my upbringing. I had to burn a lot of bridges in order to get where I am now because I was never taught the right way and I was never really given a good environment to grow up in. And I had to burn a lot of bridges in the past in order to, you know, in order to learn the hard way how people are supposed to act or how things are supposed to be. And, you know, I wanted some form of a reminder to myself that I'm a former tyrant. I will never forget the things I did. But I will also make sure never to fall back into that. And I think it's kind of had the opposite effect on my mental health, to be completely honest. Like, back then, it was really fun playing that character. It was really fun. Especially when I was still regular, you know? Normal Lorelei. Like, before I got all my Overlord powers back, I used to look like this. You know? This is how I used to be. You know, for my first model. And I would often be like, what's it called? Do I still have the commands for this? Hang on, let me double check. Nope, that's the blush. There's the mask. But yeah, you know, I used to be sort of a little bit more like this, a little bit more reserved because it seemed more like, yeah, it seemed more like I'm the type of person to be reserved like this, you know? Like, not too loud except for when I'm pissed off, stuff like that. And then I decided to go for a little bit more of an energetic feel when I got this model here. And that's basically been my story so far. And that's what I was trying to do with my characters, you know? I was trying to play it out. And it was fun, and you know, it has been fun. But also, sometimes there are moments that just mess with me with that. In that, I worry. I know, like, most of you get the type of humor I'm going for, and I'm thankful for that. But sometimes I just worry a little. Like, you guys notice that I laugh a lot at some of the jokes that I make, especially the ones that could be misconstrued as, you know, offensive or not actually a joke otherwise. And the reason I laugh at that is to make sure that people know it is a joke. And I don't know, I've just kind of forced myself to laugh at those types of jokes, just to make sure that there are no misconceptions about, you know, the way I act or how I say things. But honestly, sometimes it's just draining laughing. Like, granted, I do instinctively laugh at my own jokes sometimes, because I think they are funny. And, you know, if it's funny to me, I'll laugh. But sometimes I make certain jokes, and sometimes I laugh at them just to make sure that people know I'm joking. And, yeah, like most of the time it's genuine. I do laugh at my own jokes, but sometimes I don't. And, well, part of that has been because, you know, sometimes I lean in a little too much about the whole tyrant moniker thing, where, you know, I was a former tyrant, so obviously I'd be a little bit more morally gray, blah blah blah, stuff like that. And it's not as if I'm completely taking off the morally gray part of things. But at the very least, by taking away the fact that I am a former tyrant, and just focusing on the whole overlord trying to get their, you know, Jester overlord trying to get back their netherworld aspect of things, I think I'd probably be a little bit more... I'd probably feel a little less inclined. And again, this is not in any part due to you guys or anything. This is just something that I myself contend with myself. I'm doing this to myself, don't worry, it's fine, you guys are fine. But, what's it called? I think it'd be better for my mental health if I just remove the former tyrant moniker entirely. And if I want to make certain jokes, I will. If I don't feel like making other jokes, I won't. And I won't shy away from saying other things as well, because if any of you guys were here during my earlier days, you'll know that one of the things that I, yeah, exactly, you know. But for some of you guys who were here during the earlier days, like, I'm talking really early days, like the Nier Replicant series, for example, like back when that was still listed properly. Like, I would force myself to sort of, say things like calling lovey-dovey couples normies and whatnot. And that was also partially because when I went into this, I didn't want to be, you know, I didn't want anybody trying to fall for me or, like, trying to romance me, and I wanted to make it clear through my own character that I didn't want that. by always saying, no, love is for normies. Actually, no, my character back then was, oh, you can love each other, that's fine, as long as you're not together. You can have the same feelings for each other, as long as you never end up together. And that was the joke, okay? The joke was that my character, at the time of going to the human world after being cast away from the netherworld, was that the first people that I ever met as my character were a bunch of shitposting Redditors at high school. And the reason why my character thought that anybody who was in a relationship was a normie was because of how those Redditors explained things to to my character. And, you know, it was really fun playing around with that. But, like a year or so later, I made another video where it was just like, that same Redditor got like a girlfriend, and, I was like, but you said this and that! And they're like, you've been around other people, right? You know he was just on a phase. How did you not know that? And, you know, I made it a little bit more open for myself like that. But I decided to stick a little bit more towards the, you know, not-so-loving angle. I did open up a little bit more. I allowed myself to open up a little more due to that. But, yeah, I think by removing some of the things, and again, this is just me, because whenever I'm playing a specific character, like, say for example, if I were a goblin, I would force myself to act like a goblin would, because that's who I am. I like acting out what I'm playing as, which is why in Dead by Daylight, you know, I do so well with voice acting in Dead by Daylight, because I really get into the mindset of a killer, because I'm playing as a killer. Like, for example, when I play as a nurse.
Alright, everyone. I hope you're ready to get your shots. Now be good, little patients, and I'll give you your special little hug.
You know, stuff like that. Or if I'm like the chainsaw guy, I'd be playing as like Mickey Mouse and whatnot. It's just like, nom 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 nom. Here's Mickey, haha. You know, stuff like that. And it is fun being able to do that. But the unfortunate thing is with me, I get constrained a lot by the character I'm trying to portray. And So, Nurse gave me delirium episodes. I am so sorry. But yeah, so just as a way to help myself a little more, I'm thinking of kind of just getting rid of the tyrant moniker of things. I'm still an overlord, and I'll still make some of those jokes, just probably not as often and as forced. And I'll probably be a little bit more open with, you know, the happier side of things that demons wouldn't normally say, like tyrants wouldn't normally indulge in, you know, stuff like that. And, yeah. So, you know, I'm getting rid of the tyrant moniker. I'm no longer the tyrant overlord, I'm simply Overlord Lorelei. And, yeah. I guess it feels like I made a little bit too big a deal out of that, but it's something personal that I chose, and it's something that's, you know, been a double-edged sword for me, I guess. And, yeah. Another thing, I guess, with the reason of that is, you know, I've been going to psychologists. Counts as rebranding? I don't know if it's rebranding per se. It's just, separating part of the brand. You know, it's just like separating part of the brand, I guess. Like, what's it called? When a business partner turns out to be a little bit profiting too much from you. You know, when you realize that, you're not really gaining anything from your business partner, but your business partner is getting everything, you know? It's kind of like that. But yeah, what's it called? I was gonna say something. My train of thoughts got screwed up. Let me think. What was I gonna say? Rebranding. Tyrant, blah blah blah. Hey guys, what was the last thing I said before I, what was the last thing I said before I responded to counts as rebranding? Right. I was going to say, I've changed quite a lot since I first started vtubing. And more recently, I've been seeing a psychologist as well as psychiatrist. One for my mental health, the other because I have ADHD and I wasn't diagnosed as a kid even though a doctor recommended I be diagnosed for it. Probably a blessing in disguise, since less was known about ADHD when I was a kid, but, you know, yeah. I grew up with, without any idea how to control that, and I had to figure out my own ways of dealing with my ADHD. And, yeah. Right now I'm just taking meds, I guess. Speaking of which, I need to get the new prescriptions out of the car. I completely forgot I left my prescript in the glove box. That's all good. But anyways, yeah, I've changed quite a bit since then. I feel like I should change the character with it. At the very least, I think an overlord was forced okay, here's the thing. My backstory was that I was the son of the late Tyrant Overlord, and I became the Tyrant Overlord. Not by choice, but because I was forced into it. And, you know, I'm half human, half demon. Which is why I ended up in, the human world to begin with. Hello, RazorGod, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy your stay. You're dying. I hope you get some rest soon, man. Yes, so I'm thinking, instead of leaning into that tyrant moniker, I'm gonna get rid of the tyrant moniker completely, and instead have it more like, Tyrant Overlord seeks psychological help and becomes sane. Yes, exactly. What's it called? Yeah, we'll just say that the Tyrant Overlord has decided to be a little bit more heroic with their overlording. A little bit. Just a little bit more. Yeah, so that's that. I'm getting rid of the Tyrant moniker because of it. And hopefully it'll be a little bit better on my mental state. I'm not going to be changing myself or anything. Not going to be, you know, changing much apart from the fact that I'm not going to be playing too hard on the Tyrant thing anymore. So a few jokes I'll be making less of. And I'll probably, like, you know, I'll probably ask people to tone down certain jokes as well. Because, like, I've been allowing certain things. Because, you know, as a Tyrant, I would allow it. And whatnot. And, yeah, you know, I'm also going to be a little bit less, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit less adverse to some of the more positive stuff that a Tyrant would avoid. If that makes sense. Tyrant Overlord grew older and sought psychological help, have therapy to get rid of his 8th grade syndrome, become normie, get a girlfriend, get married, have children, plan their future. Whoa, hey, slow down! Slow down! I still need a lot of psychological help before I get to the point where I should be looking for a partner openly. What's it called? Like, I'm not entirely sure on what type of jokes I want people to tone down on. I'll let you guys know, though. You know, I'll be like, okay, it's funny, but tone it down a little bit. You know, I'll just be like that, you know. And, yeah. That's pretty much it, really. There's not too much else to say. So, for those of you who missed it, a quick recap. Starting after Sunday, the 11th of February, I will be taking a break from streaming just temporarily for like a week or two, depending on how long it takes for me to settle back into my mother's place. I might do like 1 or 2 quick streams in between, maybe. But, yeah. Removes crimes against humanity jokes? Yeah, that. And I do want to be a little bit more wholesome with my content. At least a little bit, you know. Some of them. And one other thing that I want to get back to is that I wanted to focus a little bit on being more philosophical and being more pragmatic with certain topics like mental health and all that. That's what I wanted to try and get behind when I first started, and I'd never really touched on that very much, apart from a few passing moments in streams where I would say some philosophical stuff. But I kind of want to take a slightly more proactive role on that. I do have something recorded that I will be releasing sometime soon. I might release it during the break, actually. Tyrant becomes my therapist? Yes, exactly. And I do hope you guys enjoy it, but at the same time, I understand if my way of doing things isn't, like, that entertaining, or isn't that, you know, isn't quite how my current viewers... That isn't quite the type of content my current viewers want, you know. And that's fine, you know. If you guys think that I should just focus on certain other things, just let me know. Just be kind about it, but let me know. Because, like, this first one I do will mostly be an experiment, and it has something to do with some of the lines that I've heard from God of War Ragnarok's DLC Valhalla. I think you guys already know what I'm going to be doing it, but I'm not going to say it anyways. It'll be a surprise for those who don't. But, yeah. I hope it helps some of you guys as well. I showed it to my psychologist, actually, just to get his opinions on things, because, well, I didn't want to be speaking about, you know, psychology and all that without consulting an actual psychologist to see if he thinks it's a good idea to post it. And he was like, yeah, he was really impressed, and he was like, it feels like it's partially written for you, but also partially written for other people, and it feels like, yeah, it feels like good progress on my part, apparently, that I'm making stuff like that. And hopefully it helps you guys too, because, I don't know, I just felt like it helped myself a little as well, which is a good thing. because I'm trying to be better. Psychology is starting to work. Yeah, so that's another thing that'll be happening. Lore collab with Homer, Aristotle, Plato, Lao Tzu, Epicurus, and Machiavelli. Currently at my best mental status yet, so this should be right at home. That's good, that's good. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I probably won't release it until after I go on a break. But another thing you guys missed is that I will be doing a donathon on Friday the 9th? Yes, the 9th. I will be on the, on Friday the 9th. I will start it out with karaoke. Then I'm going to do a horror game. And then I'm going to end the stream with... I'm going to end the stream by eating samyang and having a spicy noodle reaction. But yes, this donathon's... I completely forgot to mention the purpose of this donathon, by the way. The purpose of this donathon is to help out in however way with the move. Because there are a bunch of stuff I'm going to need to get for my room in order to help me settle in a little bit more and be able to, you know, dampen the sound coming from my room so that my mother doesn't barge in and be like, "Shut the hell up! I'm trying to sleep!" You know what I mean? Be a little bit kinder to my housemate, that is my mother. Yeah, no. What's it called? Like, completely soundproofing it is out of the question because we live in a townhouse and we're gonna have to get, like, you know, we're gonna have to get permission from the strata first and foremost, and then we're gonna have to, you know, tear down a wall, which is gonna be expensive as all hell. And then I'm gonna get the materials, which actually isn't too bad, but the cost of construction, of reconstruction of those materials, are also extremely bad. But yeah, I'm redoing a donathon, and, you know, I might do some things to help out with it. Just, you know, if any of you guys have any spare cash laying around, I would be very happy to receive it. But, you don't have to. It's just something I'm gonna be doing to sort of try and help, even just a little bit, you know? Get her a Tempur-Pedic mattress. She'll never wake up till she's fully rested, no matter the disturbance. I already gave her, like, my old double bed. Like, I used to have a double bed back when I used to work for, a certain furniture warehouse that we're not gonna mention. What's it called? It was like a $900 mattress, and that's on sale. The $900 was on sale, and it was like a Posturepedic mattress, and she says it's really, really comfy, and I gave it to her because I was like, you know what, a double bed's not gonna fit in my room if I want, you know, if I want my computer set up in there, so you can have it. But yeah, so that's the purpose of the donathon, and I hope you guys will be able to help out a little bit. But if not, don't worry, I appreciate you guys showing up anyways. Yeah. Hopefully we get some stuff. But, you know what, if not, it's all good. It's technically a donathon, but it's not like I'm going to be begging for money. I'm just gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna do some stuff to entertain you guys. Hopefully my suffering will be worth it. The last time I did a spicy noodle challenge, it was with Akari and Megumi, back when we were still Akamello. Beggarthon, basically, yes. And we got art where it was like Akari was just eating a 3-time samyang really happily as if nothing's happening to her tongue. And then Megumi's crying on the side, and on the other side is just me breathing literal fire. I did not handle spicy well. I do not handle spicy well. I don't know how well I'm going to handle spicy this time around, but you know what? We're gonna find it out on Friday. So, you know. There's a Korean store downstairs. I have my I can pick and choose my, my noodles. And the only other thing you guys might have missed is the scheduling. So, schedule for streams this week is Monday, I will stream, probably Pal World. Tuesday, I will stream, probably Valorant, if not Metro. And Wednesday, I'm unsure whether or not I will stream because it will depend on whether or not I go out to rock climb with a friend. Sorry, I'm just... Woo! Give me a sec, just... Anyways. Yeah, what's it called? They... what was I gonna say again? Where am I? What was I doing? What was I saying? How did I lose this? Right! Rock climbing. I don't know whether or not I'll be rock climbing this Wednesday with a friend of mine, but, this friend of mine in specific is leaving very soon, leaving the country very soon, so I kind of want to spend a little bit more time with them before they go, if you know what I mean. And on Thursday, I'll be helping a different friend move, so depending on how long that takes, I may or may not decide to stream that night. But yeah, Friday definitely happening, Donathon. Saturday I probably will, just because, well, why not? It's like there's like a few days left before I stop streaming for like a week or two. And yeah, let's see here. While it says let sleep, you might want to learn tricks from MI6. They give you cloth, methyl, propyl, ether in training. Are you telling me to chloroform my mother? Excuse me? Yeah. That's funny. I mean, it would work, but... It's essentially the same thing. At least it's not the CIA method. But anyways, yeah, this is just gonna be a short stream to let you guys know about that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys were okay with some of the updates. And yeah, I'll see you guys. There are 6 other chemical combinations for sleeping. Chloroform is more dangerous as chemical is harmful. Other chemicals are slower acting but safer. Fair enough. Still basically the same thing though, only a lot slower and slightly less dangerous. Also the smug emote, right? For those of you who didn't see, there is a new smug emote. For those of you guys who didn't see, I tried to delete this a while ago off of my scene and somehow deleted myself instead of the smug emote. So apparently the smug emote is more powerful than me right now. Yeah, look at that! For those of you who are members, you're free to use the emote. Hell yeah. Anya. What's it called? Anya Smugface. Hang on, let me try and imitate it as well. Hang on. Nah. I don't think I can do it. Nah, I feel a little bit more smug like this. Hey. Hey, hey! What's up? How are things going? I hope you all enjoy. Now, with the Tyrant moniker being removed said, I may occasionally decide to do like a challenge stream where I just kind of act a certain way, just for the kicks of it, you know? Smug is power, indeed. But yes, let me just try and get rid of this again. Okay. What the f- It happened again! Hang on. How do you Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop clicking on parts of the actual preview and just go to the list. I'm just gonna go to the list, okay? Oh, wrong one. Hang on. VTube Studio. There we go. Okay, much better. The spy shoe communication device is real, but not the way you think on how it works. Oh, I see. We probably shouldn't be disclosing military secrets here, so we're gonna end it here now. I'm joking. But I am ending it here. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the new emote, and I hope you guys enjoy everything else. Little Lord destroys Big Lord stream. I know, right? Somehow that smug emote has more power than me. We declassified it years ago? Okay, fair enough. So it's not like War Thunder, where everything is classified. But yes, anyways, thank you again everybody so much for joining. Like I say at the end of every stream, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you all next time. Take care of yourselves, and sweet nightmares.